slowly, time goes by. So slowly, time goes by. So slowly, time goes by. So slowly, I don't know what to do.
this fucking new fucking trend that you've got going, Gertie, with end stream, end stream? I've seen this is a new joke that you fucking losers got going on, that you tell SJam and me and other people end stream, end stream. End your router. Don't tell me to end my stream. You don't have to fucking watch it, you fucking loser. Piece of shit. End your router. End your internet connection. Don't tell me to end my stream. Don't tell SJam to end his stream, you fucking asshole. Go piss off already, moron. Hey, Gertie got me annoyed. I have to listen to another song now to get into the mood. This stupidity end stream, end stream. I can do whatever I want on my stream. There is no one that can tell me what to do. There's very many good songs. This is the problem. I don't know what to pick. PC Little B posted a video. We can look at it in a moment.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things that you're doing.
I'm not
In my
playing
head,
awful
I
music,
paint a
moron.
picture. Since I come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'm stopping the music. You're all pieces of shit and you're not into music. Whatever. I'm gonna play music afterwards because I don't have what to talk about. There is no content. What do you want to talk about? That Asiria is screeching around about bullshit with fresh garbage and Belinda and crap like that. Who's trying to have some kind of beef and looking to be friends with somebody or trying to be with somebody. He don't go on nobody. Yeah. Greg Lyric trying the same and trying to beef with me, telling me that I owe him money when everybody knows I don't owe anybody fucking any money. I don't owe anyone money. And it's just ridiculous. Girl world is ridiculous. The entertainment is ridiculous. Where we stand today is ridiculous. And so I have nothing to cover. I can just say a little bit of a hello. Anyways, I have time difference. I have to go to sleep. But I do not want to miss out on being able to say hello. When I am in SJam's chat, it is very monotone there. And then he goes nowadays to Discord. I don't appreciate this. I believe that it is a pussy bitch move. It is a move of hiding. Why would you move to Discord if you have a YouTube channel, right? YouTube is your work and you make your money from YouTube. So why are you moving to fucking Discord? Explain it. You don't have an explanation. The only explanation is that you're a pussy bitch. Now you want me to put the music back on? Not right now, but I will. I want to find a song. But we can look later, not now. Anyhow, and yes, we can move now. Anyhow, Uh, I've been very thoughtful, and deep in within my thoughts, and I'm feeling very lonely and whatever. This is the situation. I don't want to talk too much about it. It's not like anybody has any empathy for me. And yeah, it is what it is, like I dread also that my roommate is gonna come back in exactly 1 week time. He said next Wednesday, so you can say 1 week. And I told him that he has to move out, that we cannot live together. And it's gonna be very sad. It's a moment that I dread, to have to actually see him leave, And I'm asking him to leave, but it's normal. I have to ask him to leave because in the end he's just a friend. We cannot live together. I need to live my life. So of course I have to look out for myself. But it's just hard, and I just feel bad in my life, to kick someone out. In the end, he was using this home, but in the end, it's my home. I know you understand it. I think that you do. I just feel bad, to tell him that he has to leave. But it is the situation, and you can't avoid it. No, I've never slept with an animal. Are you out of your mind? Hey Hazel, I believe that Goran will move somewhere in the area. We'll still be friends, I'll probably still see him like once a month or on the streets, We'll meet each other while we're walking the streets, I'm sure. It's not like he's gonna. That's why I'm telling myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna be in contact with him. But we can't live together anymore. Just doesn't make any sense. We don't fuck, like, at least if we were fucking, it would make sense. But we don't do that. Therefore, it makes no fucking sense for me to live with a guy that I don't even fuck. You know? But okay, let's move on. Oh my god, Greg. Aren't you sleeping? Don't you sleep ever? Or are you still streaming? No, you're not, because I checked and you're not streaming. I guess you decided that ridiculous content of you playing video games is worthless as it is. I guess you realize that with your little pea brain that you've got going there for yourself. You're lucky that you have Cougs as your friend. From him, you can get some brain cells, He's at least some kind of influence of intelligence on you. Because you yourself got none. Fact. Go continue collaborating with Hassi. Because that's what you're all about. Clout, Hassi, and views and all that. Go, go, go. Hassi needs collaborators or whatever you call it. And spare me. I don't deal with losers and morons like you, lowlife. What do? You don't entertain. You try, but you don't manage. And then you hate me because I pointed out. Me, I'm not saying I'm an entertainer. I'm not saying I'm a better entertainer than you. Not at all. But I don't try to be, and I don't pretend to be whilst you do. Whilst you do, boy. White boy with a big penis. That's all you got going for yourself. And potato. And that's what you got going. And pistachio. What can you make with potato and pistachio? Is there a recipe? Let's think about it. What more can I say? Let's just move on because it's too stupid for me. It's not even fucking funny. Hey, Jessica. I'm always happy that you're here when I speak very kind. You always seem to catch the good parts, you never miss out. It's beautiful, beautiful. Buddy, buy me sushi for dinner? Frosty, are you hungry? Do you want me to buy you? I'll buy you sushi. I don't mind. I have the money. I'll buy you. Tell me how I can order for you and I'll order you food. I will. I don't have any problem to order. I have money and I don't mind sharing. I am having a problem right now, honestly, because I've gotten into this rhythm of earning money. And once you start earning money, you like it. You like earning that money. Even though you got to work and it sucks working, but you like, when you see boom, 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 you don't got any money problems. But me, I'm a person, I don't spend much money. I don't take snow. I don't go anymore out to fancy clubs, or I don't drink any more fancy drinks. I've never been a girl that spends money on expensive brands, clothing. I've never been like that. I like good quality stuff, but I never spend money on brands. I've never been like that. So I don't spend the money. And now I'm like, again, having issues that I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta fill a void. Before, when I was in Stowe, Ohio, I was like, I'm married, I have a husband and this is life. And now I'm like, I'm feeling empty. And before, I could feel that emptiness with drugs and other shit, alcohol, snow and stuff. I don't take snow because my nervous system and my age. Alcohol, I try to not drink much, as you know. And okay, weed. The thing is that, and before I was taking sleeping pills, Xanax, and so much more. Now I'm basically not taking anything. So I cannot fill my void anymore with addiction. And then I cannot fill my void anymore with so many other things. And okay, so now I have money, but I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? It's just annoying. It's a restlessness. It's a restlessness. No, why do you mean no more Temu? Why, you didn't like what I showed? I said that from Temu, 50% was good shit. Okay, so let's move on now. No, it's not having too much money. Stop being stupid. Don't now take it out of context and make it something that it's not. Don't be pieces of shit, people. Jessica Messica, calm down, you little monkey from Mexico. But the thing is that I have money now that I didn't have before. I don't have money problems, and I had money problems before. Now I don't have. But I'm not wealthy. I'm not like, wow, I can throw away money. No. But right now, for example, if I would say, hey, I want to go to Bali, I want to see my dogs, I could do it. And I'm thinking, should I go see my dogs? And then I'm thinking, hey, I have the time. I can go to Romania and visit my grandma. But my grandma's not really nice with me. But I'm like, I have this possibility. So I've got possibilities now. And I could also be like, hey, there's a trade show happening in HVAC in this country. Let me go there and let me pick up some clients. You know what I mean? There's possibilities that I can now do again. And yeah, it just makes the life different, and different way of scheduling your plans and all of that. I'm just sharing with you what I think. Monkey. I like how I can get you guys. You guys get so upset about whatever. It had nothing to do racist. But I know some people think monkey's racist. I don't think it's racist, monkey. I think monkey's cute and something. Also, my dad called me monkey, but we're Austrians, you know what I mean? Like, it had nothing to do with race. Everybody's different. We all grow up with different norms. There is no topic for tonight. The topic is hello. Hello. And now I want to go and look at this. And then we can talk about stuff. Look.
Go for a walk, eat your favorite food, get a haircut, cry if you need to, read a book, take a vacation, have a drink. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you're all you got. Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you are all that you have got. And I have to tell that to myself all the time.
Go for a walk, eat your...
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
With the
My
cat.
mom always told me ever since I was younger, when anyone would tell me no or I didn't get the part, she would always say to me, that wasn't for you. That was for someone else, and you should be happy for them because one day it will be for you. And eventually that happened for me. And I carry that with me to this day.
Very wise words. Very good mom she had. The mother was very, very, very wise and is very wise. Very nicely said. That role was not for you, and be happy for the person that gets it. Very nice. That's the right mind setting. Don't be jealous. Don't be envious. So few people understand. That's why I want to look at these things, because I want us to reflect a little bit on life. We are here, we joke, we laugh, and we are mean to each other. But at the end of the day, we have to reflect on life as well, because we are all aging together. At the end of the day, we are all aging together. Let that sink in. I met you when I was 38. I am now 42.
If it's not for me, it's not for me. My mom always told me ever since I was younger.
Like, I have days where I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't like you or nothing. I could be in the room. Awkward silence makes me happy.
Yeah. I agree. There's days I just don't want to talk to anyone. But the thing is that since I become older, it's more and more that way. I don't like people so much as I used to as before. But I think that's just a part of aging. You become more selective, and that's a good thing. It's not bad.
Like, I don't want to talk if there's nothing to really talk about. Like, I have those days and I'm numb. I don't feel nothing. Like, I have.
Someone said this to me one time and it hit me hard. They said, if you knew how difficult and long it took some people to recover their peace of mind and happiness, you would understand why they shut all doors at any potential negativity, and also why they can be so selective about who they let in their own lives.
This is why you guys don't understand. On YouTube, not just in life, on YouTube, I did not let anyone bother me. And people tried to bother me, and they did manage in my real life to bother me. Jessica Messica, bitch, how are you doing? Hammy and all of you fuckers. But you find it funny. It was not funny. For me, it was not funny, guys. But I got over it, and it made me stronger, and I learned my lessons from it. And I thank you for it. And I'm much more wiser than you. And much more elevated than you will ever be.
Someone said this to me one time and it hit me hard. They said, if you knew how difficult and long it took some people to recover their peace of mind and happiness, you would understand why they shut all doors at any potential negativity, and also why they can be so selective.
This is why I do not let people bait me, bait me for beef, bait me to get to me and get at me, Greg Lyric and all of that. I don't care for negativity. You can try to hit at me as much as you want. I created my armor. I've gone through so much shit in life. I've been hurt so much by people that your negativity from someone nothingness like you're nobody to me. You're nobody to me on YouTube, an internet person. You cannot affect me in any kind of way. I will not let you get to me. I will not even let you repel me, like I have my armor. So fuck off, you fucking losers. Don't try to bait me, morons. I just keep on proving you how fucked up you are, and I keep on documenting my story. And I've got all my videos on you fucking motherfuckers. You losers that you are, you fucking trolls that think you're cool. No, you're not. In the end, I'm gonna make a huge documentary. I already am collaborating with someone. That in the end, not this year, like in 2 years, it's a long study of trolls and the fucked up people to see how their life develops in the meantime. It's a big project. You will never know, and you will suffer, and you will hate me forever and forever, and I will pay you back for all the suffering you caused me. You can keep on playing with me in the meantime, and I play with you too. But I will laugh the last when the documentary comes out. let's just say it's it's seasonal, you know. There's the summer, there's the rain, there's the winter, there's the snow. Hint.
About who they let in their own lives. Someone said this to me one time and it hit me hard. They said, if you knew how difficult and long.
If you hate puppies,
That's a woman, you know, I'm fascinated. I wish that not I could be her, because like I'm already so fucking old, you know, I can't compare myself to her. But I wish that I had a daughter like her. I wish that that were my daughter, man, you know, like wow, you know, so seductive and yet modest, not arrogant, you know, and just beautiful, a beautiful creature, Dua Lipa. So beautiful creature.
oh, when you're looking at the sun,
Woman's voice.
not a fool,
Talent.
not a fool, not a fool. No, you're not fooling anyone. Oh, but when you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone.
You stop calling, I stop expecting you to even exist. It's that simple. You leave my text on read for hours.
My husband did not call me ever since I left America. Not once he gave me a phone call. He writes me a lot. He writes me, but not once, you know. And it shows you something when somebody doesn't want to hear your voice. You know, it tells you a lot. Messages are, well, whatever, you know. I just let him write. I'm not gonna bother fighting anymore. Just let him write and pretend everything is normal. Everything's okay.
Cool. I immediately stop expecting a reply. I'm no longer in the business of driving myself crazy over your cheap, inconsistent behavior. I finally realized a brutal truth. I can't control what you choose to do, but I can control my own frustration. And I refuse to give a boy who barely knows how to communicate the power to ruin my entire day. I used to sit there anxious, staring at my screen, making up excuses for your lack of effort.
I don't want you to go. I don't want you to leave. I just want you to stay right next to me. You don't.
Yeah, this makes me sad.
Take a breath and repeat after me. I'm not stuck. I'm starting. I'm not lost. I'm learning. I'm not failing. I'm growing. I'm not too late.
Okay, we have to send this to SJam. Can somebody please link this and then send it to him, because this is the message that SJam needs.
I'm right on time. I'm not falling behind. I'm finding my way. Take a breath and repeat after me. I'm not stuck. I'm starting. I'm not lost. I'm learning. I'm not failing. I'm growing.
What SJam needs to hear.
I walked across.
In the name.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait.
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry? Yes, this too shall pass. You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers. You feel like that everybody finally gets you? This too shall pass. Time is your ally. And if nothing else, just wait. Just wait. Just wait it out. I wish I had known that this too shall
Very
pass.
true said. It's really, really true and very well said. Me in my life, I've experienced so many things. And I always thought, you know, like that I'm at the worst of my life, and despair. I've had many moments of despair. And it's like he says, you know, it's just time. It shall pass. It shall pass. It's maybe not going to be easy. You learn from it. You struggle. You'll survive. And time, it will pass. And you move on. Life is so tough, guys, you know, and I'm just, you know, I'm here also to share my emotional journey with you, because I believe that you also are human beings, and you also have your struggles that you don't talk about. You cover with humor.
You You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry? Yes, this too shall pass. You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you? This too shall pass. Time is your ally. And if nothing else, just wait. Just wait. Just wait it out. I wish.
Remember that no one knows what's going on in your head, and they never will. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's a good thing to remember. And remember that you're supposed to be scared. That's the normal, healthy, natural reaction to the job that you're about to start.
Listen to this. It's very important. I'm going to become emotional. It's normal to be scared. It's normal. Do you know how much scared I am in my life? And I don't show it on the internet because we're here to have fun, right? But what do you think when I went through with my marriage and with everything? How many times I'm scared and I cry? It's normal to be scared. It's normal to be scared.
Remember that no one knows what's going on in your head.
No one knows
what's going on. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's a good thing to remember. And remember that you're supposed to be scared. That's the normal, healthy, natural reaction to the job that you're about to start.
Hami's not blocked. Stop saying that Hami's blocked. I showed you my block list before. Stop it. Hami's not blocked. Maybe Hami's blocked in the general Google thing. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I have to go into Google settings. I don't know. I can't find it now. Anyways, Hami has other accounts. She can come on another account. She's not blocked in my YouTube. I showed you today the blocked list. I showed it to you today at the beginning of my stream. There's no Hami there. There's no reason why I would block Hami.
Remember that no one knows what's going on.
No matter how hard.
Don't confuse money with me. Money is my bitch. I love people, not money. I respect her because she is powerful. But I control her. Money is not a him, it's a her. You got to be very careful with her. Very, very careful. Money, she is shameful, but she is magnificent. Don't confuse money with me.
Beware of what you become in pursuit of what you want. Some things I went for in the very beginning cost me too much. I got so obsessed with some things that I found out later the price was too big to pay. If I would have known better, I never would have paid.
Yeah, if I would have known that I did not want to impress my parents, impress the world, you know, and I was enjoying life and everything. But I was not doing things that I wanted to do. I was just doing things that society put me to do in order to be, you know, recognized and successful. I was never a money-driven person.
So don't become so obsessed with something that you lose your sense of reason or it costs you your friends. Don't be so obsessed with something that you compromise your virtues and your values. All of our lives, we have to deal with behold and beware. Someone says, well, if you had a fortune in your hand, why would you be unhappy? And here's the key. He was not unhappy with the money. He was unhappy with himself.
Yeah, 100%. I agree 100%.
Don't sell out. It's not worth it.
Not worth it. I agree.
You can't jumpstart a big day without a little.
Remember that no one knows what's going on in your.
Good morning, my friend. You just woke up, and that means you have another chance today. Another chance to grow, to move forward.
We have to send this to S-Jam. We have to send this one to S-Jam.
To get closer to the life you want. Yesterday is done. Leave it behind. Today is fresh, and you get to decide how it goes. Start with one small step. You've got this.
Yeah, you got this. S-Jam.
Good morning, my friend.
Don't complain. Don't talk negative. That's average people talk normal. Average people talk problems. The greats talk solutions. Don't
A man who's just pretending to love you. A man who's just pretending to love you will always give himself away with these 4 signs. Men are damn good actors. If he wants, he could win an Oscar, but trust me, he cannot fake it forever. Number 1, there is no effort or romance. No flowers, no dates, no small things that make you feel special. If he never
Yeah, okay, that never happened, but that's because my husband is autistic. So I'm going to give him a pass for the dates and flowers.
tries to make you feel chosen, that is not confusion. That is a lack of real interest and intention. And that is the moment everything becomes clear, when excuses replace effort and consistency disappears. Number 2, he is always broke, because a man who values you will not avoid investing his time or
No, my husband was never broke. He just didn't like spending money, but he was not broke.
energy. Number 3, he does not truly care, and he shows up sometimes, but never when you actually need him emotionally. Number 4, he has no patience, because a man who values you will not risk losing you over ego. The truth is, love is not what he says. It is where his time, effort, and energy consistently go. This hit you? Drop 100. Because real love is proven through actions, not words or empty promises. A man.
One thing you need to understand.
What great music this was. This was the time.
The day is almost over. Ask yourself, will your future self thank you for what you did today?
Will your future self thank you for what you did today, Jim? I will thank myself. I cleaned my home. I did a little bit of some home improvements and whatever. Not big, but the minor. And I earned some money.
Every decision matters. Every small step counts. Keep going. Your future self is counting on you. 5 a.m. Set. The day is almost over. Ask yourself, will your future...
Please don't scroll.
Finish what you started.
Exactly.
Finish what you started.
The thing is, I wanted to finish my marriage very nicely, and I didn't manage to finish that, so...
Okay.
I used to use the old phrase, I'll take care of you, you take care of me. I found out how short-ended that was.
Yeah, I agree with
I changed it. Here it is.
I also was the same. I thought, like, this is life. I will take care of you and you take care of me, but it's not like that. People will not pay back. People will not care back. It's really sad.
I'll take care of me for you if you'll take care of you for me. The best contribution I can make to you, if you're my friend, is my personal development. What if I become 10 times wiser, 10 times stronger, 10 times better, 10 times more unique? Think of what that will do for our friendship. If you're on an airplane, the stewardess says, if we run out of oxygen, these masks are going to drop down. And then she says, make sure you take care of your children first. No. Have you got that? It says, put your mask on first. You take care of yourself first. Then you assist your children. I used to use the old phrase, I'll take care of you, you take care of...
You can't think one thing.
You don't... People don't want to live longer. They want more memories. And really, how do you get more memories? Well, it's doing novel, interesting things. So
yeah, you have to have more sex with people, and then you have more memories.
if you commute to work every day, the same commute, for a year, you don't have 300 memories of that commute. You've got one memory. right? But if you do different things every day, you go to different places, you talk to different people, you experience the world. That's a fantastic. That variety in life gives you more memories, more life. People don't want to live longer.
I'm telling you live from the 305.
Solid niggas ain't friendly. They don't want to kick it with you. You gotta find them. Right. They ain't gonna be out there like everybody else in the mix. Niggas in the mix, them be the fake niggas too. I ain't lying to you.
No, that's true though.
I ain't lying to you, dog. If this nigga in the mix, he friendly. He gonna do some hoe ass shit soon. So he gonna do some hoe ass shit. While I'm telling you, don't be surprised when he do it. You did it yourself. Solid.
Franz Kafka said, "I ran from love because I knew it would destroy me." But Dostoevsky said, "I ran into love because I needed it to destroy who I used to be." So the question is, when love finds you, do you run from it or do you run into it? Franz Kafka said,
I need you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself of all the mistakes that you never thought you could get over. Understand that you learned from it. You are a better person now. You're growing. And remember that nobody has the right to make you feel worthless. Not even yourself.
Why do you think I run? It's the worst thing. I hate.
It's very painful when I heard my husband Steve. He called me several times. You worthless. Very ugly word to call a woman worthless. Yeah.
Doing it with 250, 60, 70, 300-mile runs at one time. No sleep. And I get to think about this. I get to the fucking start line.
Nothing is easy. Nothing is free. If you want to be successful, you have to pay the price. Alibaba 18 years to today's size. Yeah, we are lucky, but we work much harder than most of the people. We never sleep well and sound in the evening. Nothing is easy.
Music. This is for me music. I don't know everybody else.
What family's all about? Miami! Are you ready?
This is my type of music that I dance and I like to party.
Have you ever had an interview not go as planned? Or I feel like you're so rehearsed. I mean, not rehearsed, but you do your homework.
There was this one day, I had 2 interviews in the same day. My research team, bless them, they sent me the research. So they send me the books, the research. I click on the file. I spend 5 hours reading the research. I'm ready to go. I've watched all the videos. And then I walk into the studio to meet the guest. And I look up and I have no idea who this person is. I've accidentally done the research for the other guest that was coming on in the evening. So I've spent 5 hours and I didn't even know this person's name. So I walk up And I shake their hand and we sit down, and my producer, who I think is actually here tonight, says to me, like, ready to go. And I don't know what this person's name is, let alone what they do. So I said to the guy, I said, tell me how you spell your name. Which is what you do, right? And I'm hoping for like...
That's such a good move.
Of course, you know.
Tell me how you spell your name. He's like, John.
Yeah, this is the problem. His name was K. He's called Dr. K. They called him K. K or K-A-Y? Producer goes, ready to go. My first question to him is, for anybody watching at home, if they don't know who you are and what you do, please can you let them know and tell them why they should listen to this conversation? God bless him. He's like,
kind of genius.
Amazing answer. And do you know what? We had one of the most downloaded conversations in the show's history for the next 3 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite conversations ever. It taught me that to be a good interviewer, your job isn't to lead, it's to follow.
Naturality.
And if you listen, people will take you where they want to go with a conversation, because most people haven't had someone just listen to them really for like more than 10 minutes ever in their life.
So true, dude.
And it was a beautiful conversation. So
that's beautiful, dude. It's funny. Steven did actually tell me, he mentioned that something got messed up or something, but he's an amazing interviewer. Really love the dude. He's great. I didn't know that side of the story, but yeah.
Have you ever had an interview not go as planned? Or
you fell again. The version of you that you thought you buried, he just showed up on your front porch, and he brought receipts. He saw the bottle.
It's Hammy. They're talking about Hammy. They're talking about Hammy and Hazelnut. They brought receipts. Oh my God, this is about Hazelnut and Hammy. Oh my God, I found a video about Hazelnut and Hammy with receipts.
He just showed up on your front porch, and he brought receipts. He saw the bottle. He saw the text you shouldn't have sent. He saw the 3 a.m. search history. He's looking at your wreckage, and he's smiling. Good. Let the shame land. Let it sting. But don't you dare sit in it. Grace is not a white flag. It's not an invitation to surrender, and it's sure as hell not an escape hatch. Mercy is a reload. You think you need to be clean to get back in the fight? You don't need to be perfect to lock and load. You just need to be desperate. The God who invented second chances didn't build you to run away. He didn't build you to hide in the dark with your mistakes. He took your broken pieces, he forged them in the fire, and he built you to be a weapon. So breathe. Stand up. Load the next round. The enemy thought he won the battle, but he just walked into an ambush. If you are ready to fight for your destiny today, drop an amen in the comments.
Okay, not bad.
God, can you hear?
Healing in silence looks like loneliness. People think you're isolating yourself, but you're really trying to heal. Healing in silence looks a lot like loneliness. You stop explaining yourself. Stop forcing conversations. Stop begging people to understand your pain.
Yeah.
And suddenly, everyone thinks you changed. But the truth is, you got tired. Tired of carrying emotions nobody noticed. Tired of smiling through things that quietly broke you inside. So now you disappear a little. Not because you hate people, but because you're trying to find peace before you lose yourself completely. Healing is strange. Sometimes it means sitting alone at night fighting thoughts nobody can hear. Sometimes it means becoming quiet because your soul is exhausted. And yes, it gets lonely. But there's a difference between loneliness and protecting your mental peace. Not everyone will understand your distance. Some will call it attitude. Some will call it pride. But real healing often happens in silence. So if you've been disappearing lately, maybe you're not lost. Maybe you're finally rebuilding yourself.
I have. This is good. I've heard it before. Very interesting.
Nobody is coming. Not your family, not the right moment, not a version of you that
True. This is very true.
finally feels ready. Just you.
Not for American people. American people always have their families to rely on, but European people not. They don't have always.
Right now. In the life you're already in. So what are you going to do? Nobody is coming. Not your family.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy. Easy doesn't enter into grown-up life.
The villain will always be the villain.
Sometimes the best.
The villain will always be the villain if the hero tells the story. Every scar has two sides of pain. One gets sympathy, one gets blame. The world believes the loudest voice,
It's
not the...
Sometimes the best way to protect your peace crave is to stay silent and say nothing. But not every insult deserves a response.
You hungry, buddy? Look, I got you some food. Want some food? Oh, you're a scary ass cat, dude. I'll back up a little bit. It's okay, big boy. Oh, big cat, dude. We got a little cat house for him inside. It's probably not big enough.
Oh, nice.
He's hidden away by now. I know. Let's get in the rain. Come on. Good boy. You want to try this? Oh. It's the first time he's taken a treat and not tried to knock the shit out of me.
Shall we go to Amsterdam tonight? Amsterdam? I've never been, so if you want to... they can give you a good massage in Amsterdam. Yeah? Thanks. Shall we go to Amsterdam tonight? Amsterdam? I've never been, so if you want to... they can give you a good massage in Amsterdam. Yeah? Thanks. Shall we go to Amsterdam tonight?
What if I don't make the cut? How are you gonna?
I never had a choice.
Okay, I want to like.
So if I had a word with you tonight, one-on-one,
Putin shorts.
just you and me, I think my personal advice to you would be, this year, 1981,
Russia's President Vladimir Putin is in China right now for a key summit with his Chinese counterpart. Right after Xi Jinping had that meeting, of course, with President Trump in Beijing. A lot of eyes on this one because Xi wants stable vibes with the U.S., but also strong ties with Russia. Remember, China is a key partner for Russia, especially in the middle of Putin.
This will be
boring.
Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Xi Jinping reportedly told Donald Trump that Russian President Vladimir Putin might end up regretting his invasion of Ukraine during the two leaders' meeting in Beijing, the Financial Times reported late on Monday. Citing several sources familiar with the matter, the newspaper said that the Chinese president made the comment during wide-ranging talks that touched on Ukraine and included Trump suggesting that the three leaders should cooperate against the International Criminal Court. The fact sheet published by the White House in the aftermath of the visit contains no information about the reported exchange. Washington has...
And today, Russian-Chinese relations have truly reached an unprecedented level.
This is not what I'm looking for. Where are all the nice videos of it? What did Busy Bee post?
26 minutes.
and she has her dad heat up her factor meal because God forbid she do it, right? Rosie makes herself both the hero and the victim in this story, like we've noticed she does with a lot
I'm
of
gonna speed it up
stories.
on
So
25.
let's go ahead and get started.
I'm just, give me a minute with this apple. Oh, it was hospital food. It was, for hospital, it wasn't that bad. No, okay, listen, I'm weird. And actually I talked to, okay, fun fact. By the end, I had a little posse of people, and we were all in the seclusion room, which I'm jumping ahead a lot. We were in the seclusion room, which has a bunch of beanbags, and when I'm in that ward, they have to basically I basically get this big recliner on wheels that I get to roll around, take it to all the rooms with me. I thought that I had lost enough weight to be able to sit in the chairs that they have in the cafeteria and stuff. I guess not. I thought it was 500, but I guess it might have been 400 or 450. I'm not sure. I didn't get the fact check. So it worked out for me because I got to use this really comfortable recliner, and I would roll it into the seclusion room, and all my friends would sit on the beanbag.
My guess is that Rosie weighed over 500 pounds, and that's really wild that they have her roll around a recliner, but I guess whatever works. Did you guys notice she said she had a posse in there? She's going to go on to talk about her friends in the psych ward, and I just think this is really strange. It's not where I'd go to make friends anyway.
I have so many stories to tell you guys because two of my friends, I'm going to call them H and L on here. One of them proactively was like, oh, I know you mentioned you do YouTube, so I would love for you to talk about my story and stuff or whatever.
I don't know about you guys, but when I meet a stranger, the first thing I tell them is I definitely want them to tell my traumatic stories on their YouTube. Doesn't that sound so believable?
Oh yeah, actually, one day y'all might meet H, because she and I clicked like this instantly. She's survived a sociopathic narcissist as well. I have so many stories to tell you guys. Oh, I don't like to cut my bracelet off until the next day or a couple days later.
In my opinion, she sees that hospital band as a sign that she's a victim.
Yeah. The amount of characters that I met these past 10 days, fucking crazy. About day 3 or 4, when me and Dr. Y got into a very loud verbal conflict because he's a dumbass, and I was correct, and he apologized 2 or 3 times. Yes.
Remember, Rosie knows better than those dumbass doctors.
Yeah, so overall, the hospital stay was good. There was this one tech who had a major attitude problem. Nasty bitch. This is called a squiggle pen. If you've never been to a psych ward, this is called a squiggle pen. I love these things. You have to they're finicky. You have to work with them, but basically they're it's like if you look closely at the tip, it's like a blunt ended pen, and it's completely bendable soft plastic. And they do it this way, basically to prevent people from hurting themselves. And the ER allowed crayons, but they gave me a crayon to write with, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. I was really pissy about it.
They didn't give her the drawing instruments she wanted while she was in the psych ward, so she was pissy about that. Do you think she really needed to be there? Do you think she was manic or psychotic at that point? Because I don't.
And I heard them talking about me, and I was like, wait, what about me? What? Because I was like, I heard my name. What are y'all saying? And then the nurse was like, oh, we were just saying you're the diabetic. So, and I was like, oh, well, I'm on metformin. I managed. And she was like, diabetics can't have ice cream. And I look at her, and I'm like, yes, the fuck I can. What? And she's like, she goes, no, you can't. And I was like, yes, I can.
Look how weird.
Because I did, right. And it's they gave everybody 2 giant scoops of ice cream, and I ate not even 1 whole scoop of it with none of the toppings. Yep. So it's just it's literally about moderation. Did I get sick? No. Am I fine? Yes.
I wouldn't even.
Did that nurse have every right to tell you you're a diabetic and you shouldn't be eating ice cream? Yes.
I asked about that recliner chair that I mentioned because they were really weird about me sitting on the furniture. I think it's for insurance reasons. Because those chairs they make the chairs that you sit in really heavy on purpose to prevent people from throwing them at each other. And I sat on those chairs. I remember at certain points because they were armless, they were comfortable. And I felt no concern about weight restriction or whatever. But they're really in medical fields, any chairs, any equipment, for x-rays, MRIs, whatever. They're really strict about the weight limit, I think, because it's liabilities, stuff like that, You're not a victim here. So they were doing meditation.
I've not been using the StreamYards options from StreamYards. I have not been clicking, but doesn't matter, I don't care. I thought maybe Hammy will panel, but yeah. I haven't been clicking here, Look there, Greg Lyric is the biggest loser on YouTube. Yeah. I'm not gonna speak bad about Pistachio, but yeah. I said what I had to say about both, what I think. He has a rasa. Look, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for informing us. ARB Tick.
And they let me in, like all the light was swore off. They were already in the middle of it, so they let me in. And I was in there for not even 5 minutes when they pulled me out. And one of the nurses, who was one of the ones that had like intermittent attitude problems, was just kind of like, she just told me like very bluntly, loudly out in the hallway, where like other people were around, that like I couldn't stay up there because of the weight limits of the chairs. And I was under the impression at that point that I was now within the weight limit, because from my memory, I remember being told the weight limit was 500.
I've noticed a lot with Roz that when she's talking about doctors, nurses, or whatever kind of medical professional, if they didn't do exactly what she wants, she will talk so much shit on them.
Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she was just really curt, really rude, and like it caused me to just like fully like, I was like, fuck this shit. Like I spent the entire day in bed and slept. In fact, most of the time I was in geriatric, that's what I did. I slept like anywhere between 14 to 16 hours a day. He was probably like in his 70s. He Baker acted himself because he was being evicted and he didn't know what else to do. And he's not an ex-veteran, but he was a contractor in Kuwaiti during like the war in the 90s, I think he said. But I was working with a new doctor when I was down there. His name, I'll call him Dr. Y. I did not like his style. He was not nearly as educated. He was not nearly as good by any stretch of the imagination as Dr. E.
He was not nearly as good. He was not nearly as educated. Why is she talking like a Valley girl right there?
Yeah.
And who is she to decide who is more educated as a medical professional? She has no fucking idea.
He didn't have a great bedside manner. And my biggest gripe with him was he didn't ask questions. And they lost one of my purple and black tie-dye shorts. I had 2 pairs. I lost one of them. I really love those shorts. It's fine. For the value of those clothes, literally about $100. I was super hyped though because they had chocolate pudding packs and like really good turkey sandwiches, better than the other hospital. So I was like, yes.
Food always seems to make her happy. It seems like that's all she's focused on ever is food, food, food. The psych ward allegedly put Rosie on Wellbutrin, and she said she started to have chest pains. Also. So they sent her to the ER because she was having some kind of reaction to the Wellbutrin. She got mad because they then tried to discharge her the next day. But it's because she didn't need to be there. You don't go to a hospital psych ward to get your meds started. You go see a psychiatrist. Use the insurance you have.
Next morning is when I talked to Dr. Y. This man walks into my room the day after I got back from the ER, doesn't ask me a single question and goes, well, I'm going to go ahead and discharge you today. And I was like, huh? So he didn't, and this is like, or like, I was like, this was 95% his fault. The 5% of my fault was I didn't lead with the Wellbutrin. The first thing I said was, I'm not leaving until I figure out what's going on with my clothes. And as soon as I started to keep talking, he cut me off and he was just like, that's not my problem.
Yeah, it's not his problem. And it's not his job to set you up on meds that will help you. You can go to a psychiatrist for that. You are not in a manic state. You are not in psychosis. Therefore, you should not be taking up a bed there.
And he was going on and on. You know, you guys know my memory loss. I wish I could like recall the exact conversation better than I currently can. But we were like, I was trying to talk and he kept talking over me and talking louder than me. And just like, well, and then I was like, I'm not ready to go home. And he goes, well, I'm discharging you. And he stormed out of my room. So y'all, I whipped my ass out of bed so fast,
kind of
and when I say I screamed, I was like,
kind of place on the internet where he can talk and have some kind of relevance and earn some money. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of people like Greg Lyric out there. So I can't, but that's his main goal on the internet. He's not here to make content or to edit or to make thumbnails or, like he's not here for that. To offer entertainment.
Doctor and his name. And all the staff kind of, because like there's like not a ton of staff in that ward because there are up to 5 patients in that ward. He stopped because we were not done speaking. And I was pissed at how he was treating me. So while I'm experiencing chest pain, super heightened anxiety, which was the other side effect I was having from the Wellbutrin,
No, I don't.
and
I
all
don't
of
have
that, I
anything
had to
talk
have a
about
verbal
today,
altercation with my dog.
but I will talk about it tomorrow, or I'll make a video about it. But all the things that I've learned in the 6 years that I've been on YouTube, like so much. I've learned so very much. I can't even start, because then I would start to talk a lot. I learned so very much about YouTube, about making videos, about, like so much. And you can't tell me a person is an entertainer when they don't put in any effort. That's fact. That's like in every kind of profession.
My doctor in the hallway.
No, you didn't have to have a verbal altercation with your doctor in the hallway. You chose to. When he was trying to get you to hear him, you were speaking over him. And I'm sorry, but he's the medical professional. It's his job. It's not yours. She's
pick a fight with me saying, that I owe him money. I'm not falling for it, like it's like he's basically just copying S-Jam's joke, or whatever S-Jam's thing. S-Jam said that I owe him money and whatever. I played along with it, and whatever, it's my thing with S-Jam. And now he just using S-Jam's joke and saying, yeah, Bali, you owe me money. It's just so stupid, like it's not even funny. I don't take it serious, but whatever. He looks ridiculous in my eyes, and I believe in the other people's eyes too, but a lot of them don't have what to laugh about and what to joke about, so they just go along with it. You know what I mean? I know you understand what I'm talking about.
Always like the big hero in her stories, and yet she wants to be seen as the victim too. It's wild. Someone suggested yesterday that she may be a covert narcissist, and the more I learn about that, the more I'm like, maybe. I can't diagnose her, obviously, but it seems very fitting.
And when we were talking, I was like, we were just like, he was just trying to justify why he wanted to discharge me. And I'm like, I went to the ER yesterday, asshole. Like, what? And I was like, and I told him, I think the chest pain's from the Wellbutrin. Like, I need to talk to you about this. Like, I'm not in a place to go back home. Like, it was also
that he's talking with Hassi, and these people, they have nothing. They got to depend on each other. They need some kind of beef, or they need some kind of collaboration, because they don't want to put in any kind of fucking effort in making real content. Because to make real content is hard. You have to actually make a storyline. You have to edit. It's just fucking work. Like any kind, like I said, like any kind of field, it's just work input. And they don't want to do that. They're lazy. Hussey, Greg Lyric, and they just want to grift and be lazy entertainers and just be relevant, and they have narcissistic issues. But they don't come and they don't want to deliver anything to their audience, just bullshit. So, like, and it is what it is. That's exactly what it is. And he tries to pick beef and bait, bait and beef, and you think that I don't see that he's trying to pick beef. And you see that Greg, he just picks up anyone. He picks up anyone. Yeah, you want a panel, like it's very cheap. It's very transparent for me, not for other people. I see through it.
also his last day was before shift change, which I think is why he was actually trying to discharge me. Right? No, they literally, like, by protocol, they broke protocol. Like, it's the staff's fault, which is why I'm not conceding on them compensating me for my clothes, because it's ridiculous.
Seems to me she's more worried about her clothes than she is getting her meds right.
Actually, now it's not raining. Can you hand me my bag, please? Also, I'm grabbing a soda, but you know what you could do? If you're feeling real helpful, if you want to heat me up the butter chicken factor meal with a fork so I can eat that.
Oh my God. Can you
It's not a Rosie stream without her asking someone else to do some shit for her.
That's okay. Yeah, you can watch the playback. I'm just telling stories from the psych ward.
It's amazing.
I walked into the TV room, and that's when I met H, and there was another lady in there. And at first, me and H thought this girl had like kind of bad vibes. But later on,
I would never ask anyone, can you heat up my food? Like, never. It's just it wouldn't come to my mind.
What we realized is I think she was just like really guarded, like super guarded. And there was experiences later on where she really opened up, and by the time she left, she was like really smiling and really happy, and like she said some really nice things to me. And we kind of just had an opportunity to like kind of open up, and we had like a specific group session where I gave her some advice and stuff, and I think that kind of caused her to, you know, open up or whatever.
See, guys, Rosie's the hero. She got the guarded girl to come out of her shell. That's all Rosie.
H was like had like met this guy online, and they started chatting for a little bit, and she agreed to go meet up with him like an hour or two away from here for like a couple of days, and she ended up basically being held captive for almost a year and like being coerced into this relationship, like really dark stuff.
First of all, doesn't that sound kind of like her stalker story? But also, why is she telling people's business on the internet? This is wild.
She was actually like, while she was there, she reattempted. If you catch my drift. And so she was on like 72-hour watch and stuff, and like would just sit in the seclusion room and like swap trauma stories for hours.
Again, why do we need to know this woman's story? But also, I'm sure Rosie loved that. She loves talking about her trauma. She mentions it every single time she goes live or does a vlog or anything. She's always talking about my trauma, my trauma, my trauma.
I'm gonna maybe even like hold off on a lot of stories about H, because I think y'all are gonna end up meeting H. Like, I think we're really about to be like friends.
Yeah, that didn't end up happening. Like most of Rosie's quote unquote friends, H didn't last long.
I gotta tell y'all about S though. This woman, okay, she was like barely 5 foot tall. She's a skinny little thing. She was a lot older. She had like an injured arm. When she first came in, we were all sick of her because she was really symptomatic. So she was really not doing good in terms of like, she was very manic. She was just like motor mouthing. She could not stop like trauma dumping her stories.
So Rosie couldn't handle someone who was much like herself. Interesting.
It got to the point that like in one group, 6 of us left, like stormed out. But by the end of it, like spoiler alert, like she became a part of the group. This is called cauliflower rice with butter chicken. She like started like collecting snacks and then like peddling them out to me and like all of our friends in our little group.
To me and all of our friends in our little group. Mm-hmm. Do you hear this? She really thinks she's friends with these people who she's in the psych ward with.
Like when it comes to like zoos that like mistreat animals and stuff and all that, I have really strong opinions about that. And like I'm not participating in this. This doesn't sit right with me.
This is really funny with the axolotl place coming up recently. This is very interesting.
And I went out in the hallway. I turned to him and I unleashed. And I was telling all my friends afterwards, we were all dying laughing.
Is it just me or does it sound like Rosie went to summer camp and not the fucking psych ward?
I'm gonna start peeling my orange. Come on. I don't have nails. I want this to do what I have a vision of what this is supposed to do and it's not doing it.
Weird eating orange apple, and it's just so stupid, man. I can't, that's why I can't watch Rosie. I just can't watch them.
I just wanted to like start the peel process for me. Oh, I have a spoon. What am I doing? I want to work on getting my stamina back up.
And,
I don't have to lie for attention. I get attention by existing.
But you gotta know it's because you're like a freak show, right? When you're 5 foot nothing and 600 pounds, most people aren't used to seeing people that big. That's why you get attention. It's not because of your remarkable actions or your contributions to society. It's because you're an actual oddity.
I made that reference like today or yesterday when I was in the psych ward with some of my friends. Oh, and then the funniest thing happened. So he ended up subbing for the female doctor on the weekend, and I had moved upstairs, so I don't think he expected to see me. So when he saw me, I didn't really react at first because it didn't register that like he could potentially be my doctor. And he saw me and got a little spooked and was like, "Oh hey, don't worry, I'm here something for Dr. P. Dr. E is still your doctor, so you don't have anything to worry about." And I went, "Oh okay," because I like kind of played it off. But I told my friends later about it. We all laughed. I'm drained. I am not in any rush to get out of this pool. Since my dad just brought me food, I don't have any other reason to get out for now.
Rosie has already told us how she's been a hero in multiple ways in the psych ward. Now we're going to take it out with one last story about how she's so praised and everybody loves her.
Oh, when we did the karaoke, that one lady I was telling you guys about, S, she
it's weird. Don't you find it
wanted
weird,
to listen
Imagine,
to
you know, that I also was obese, you know, and I remember, you know, feeling, you know, so heavy. But just think, you know, like her shoulders, you know, like her head must be like stuck there, you know, it must be just Awful feeling.
Immortal by Evanescence. So I sang it on karaoke. I hadn't heard that song in years. And y'all, I'm never gonna be able to recreate that moment again. Everyone was like clapping for me because what ended up happening was I started singing it and like 15-year-old Rosie like took over and completely took over my body and soul. And I let out the most like passionate, like intense performance. I don't really classify myself as a good singer. Everyone was like, wow, like, and I ended up singing like, because not a lot of people wanted to sing.
Delusion
I
is
ended up
so
singing like
pathetic
5
and out of
songs I want to
control.
sing.
My lovely people, with me, it's already 2 o'clock in the morning. I have to wake up. I have to work. But I'm so glad that you hung out. Look, Greg Lurk is here. Greg, why don't you go stream? Or you're busy playing computer games on your stream? Okay, whatever, Greg Lurk. You're so boring, man. You try to make jokes, you don't even do your own fucking research. At least do research. Sometimes you say some shit that is so stupid, like you don't know HVAC. You don't know HVAC, I'm related to HVAC. That's pathetic. That's the lamest shit ever. How did I get my restaurant, everything? You don't do your research before you try to drag people and diss people, put at least a little bit of effort in your fucking content and do some fucking research so you can drag well, you stupid fuck. Loser. Go play some fucking computer games. You have no fucking content. You have no life. You're pathetic. Your jokes are so lame and so pathetic as well. Whatever. I really can't even bother, like, otherwise I would, but it's just too pathetic and lame for me to even react or bother with. Guys, I'm going to sleep. I have to work tomorrow and have a normal life, unlike Greg Lyric and other people that will e-beg and try to make money from the internet with their great entertainment. Fuck me, man. With this, I say peace, peace, peace. It's just too stupid for me. Hugs and kisses.